My name is Bhavya. I got CUET AR7, NPAT AR5 and IPMAT AR4. I got selected into IIM Indore, so naturally I came to SSCBS.
What do you mean naturally you came to SSCBS? What was your decision matrix?
Okay, so I believe the only real differentiator that IPMAT Indore has over SSCBS is the safety you get to do an MBA from Indore in continuation. But I don't really want that. I believe that SSCBS is the better experience for me in the UG level.
What gives you this confidence to believe that you can do better and get, say, ABC from CAT?
My IPMAT Indore test is a good litmus test for this. Considering my performance, I'm very confident in my ability to crack CAT.
Hi everyone, I'm Meher Rishti Kalra and I was All India rank 43 in CUET 2025.
And what is the culture over here? How are you liking it? What is up? Vibe check.
Vibe check is actually great. You'll find great people who are very ambitious, who will actually end up being somewhere. But if you're someone who is actually aiming for not going for an MBA directly and having a work ex, I think this is a perfect place for you. It will actually give you practical and real life experience of how corporates work.
My name is Ivan. I'm doing BFI in SSCBS. The reason why I chose SSCBS was due to the fact that SSCBS was a college that sort of focused on finance. I'm someone who was really interested in finance, and Indore didn't give that exposure about finance.
Many people choose SSCBS so they escape IIM ka 18 lakh undergraduate fees. Thoughts, comments?
Okay, see, it's not just 18 lakhs. If you look at the 5-year fees, it's like 37. And if you actually take a loan, 6 LPA at a 7% interest rate, after 5 years, it's more like 57 lakhs that you have to read. Even with the high packages that IIM Indore offers, it's a lot.
Talking about high packages, SSCBS also gives you high packages. One of the highest package in SSCBS was 28 lakhs, which is a friend-end role in BCG. So you have the opportunity here, you have the opportunity in Indore as well. Maybe the chance of you getting a higher package in Indore is higher. But if you have the potential, you can convert a really good package here as well.
Most part why people come to SSCBS is ROI. After 3 years, you're sure if you will end up at a decent corporate job. Indore shapes you as a person is very different from what CBS shapes you as a person. But I think at the end of the day, one thing where loan versus thing comes, CBS wins it.
SSCBS can get very toxic and that is painful.
More than the toxicity, which the word around CBS is, it's more peer learning. You have 100 ambitious people who really know some shit about what they're doing packed in together. So eventually people would end up saying it's toxic, but it's like ambitious people, you're learning from them and you're learning with them. Imposter syndrome does arise sometimes, but eventually after 3 years, when you end up being somewhere, you actually realize that peer learning was something which I learned throughout my journey, and that what made me stand apart.
It's definitely true that life in CBS is hard because there's a lot of deadlines, very hectic, extreme work pressure, as well as extreme competition because everybody's here so ambitious. But I wouldn't necessarily call it toxic if you know how to, manage with that. And if you know how to select the right peer group to hang out with.
How should people crack CUET and manage boards at the same time?
You should start early and you should be consistent, and also the exams you're going to give should be sort of complementary. Say for example, I'm giving IPM. If I'm going to give CUT as well, then the preparation of IPM sort of helps in CUT as well. So if I'm preparing for quantitative aptitude in IPM, it helps in CUT, and GAT is sort of sorted if I sort of prepared for IPM.
Plus, if you're someone who is targeting CBS particularly, you need mathematics. So prepare really well for mathematics for 12th boards because it is actually everything you'll be asked in your CUET exam. And if you prepare really well for your domain subjects as of concern of board examinations, your CUET is sorted. But for GAT and English, that is something your board examinations won't prepare you for. So prepare early for that, start giving mocks. And for CUET in regard, practice as many MCQs you can because that will help you in your board exams as well as your CUET exam.
What is one very nice actionable tip that you might give the current aspirants as to what they should learn and how they should figure out?
Okay, so one very specific thing I did was list every single topic, divide it into the smallest possible component for every subject that comes in CUET, distribute them across all the days I had left for my CUET exams. Every day I have a certain specified workload to do and I'm not slacking off or procrastinating.
An actionable tip which actually helped me with mathematics was have as many books, particularly for MCQs. So I had practiced MCQs a lot and under time. So time your MCQs or every question should be done under 1 minute. And practicing MCQs in maths is quite different because in subjective exam you have to write every step, which you don't have to do in an objective examination. So practice as many MCQs and start early with the GK because it will actually help you for your GAT exam. And GK every year is getting harder. If you analyze the past trends, it is getting harder. So don't take GK lightly, please.
Adding on to that, I think you should be giving a lot of mocks. Mocks is what lets you be able to practice what you learn. So like giving a lot of mocks, and then after giving the mocks, you gotta analyze those mocks. Analyzing is where you actually know where you went wrong. Say for example, I'm getting not good marks. See where I'm not getting good marks. Like why am I not getting good marks? And then do things that could make me get marks by like practicing those questions.
Can people do right now to be motivated to study? What is the mindset shift that you would recommend?
Okay, so firstly, I would like to say decide exactly what you want to do in your career and then work backwards.
They will be like, भैया मालूम नहीं क्या करना है.
वही मतलब इतने options है, especially in commerce. Even I was extremely confused from the very beginning. Pick one thing that you're really passionate about and that you want to get into, and then decide what you want to do in order to get to that point. So decide which colleges you want to target on the basis of that, and then on the basis of that, target which exam you need to, give to get into a good college.
I think regret is the only thing you'll have. So best time to study was 2 weeks back. The best time to study is now, as Bhavesh Bhaiya says. So I think delete that Instagram app. Scrolling reels won't give you anything. 6 months down the line, you would get to the dream college or you won't get into that dream college, and all you will be left with is regret. So start studying. You're not a nursery kid who will be like, Baitho, padho. You'll have to do it on your own. After this video ends, go and give a mock.
You have to give the most brutally honest advice in the most candid fashion to make them study. What will you tell them?
What I would tell my younger sibling is get rid of every single distraction you can think of and then sit and then focus.
A very generic advice, but if you're actually dreaming to be here and you're currently here, there's a lot to bridge in between. And the only way you can do is by actually studying, being in a good institute, being around good people who are as ambitious as you are. So start studying and try to step each day, every day towards that goal which you have. So, padho.
Something that everybody should keep in mind while, choosing college preferences and everything is something that applied to me as well. Have a clear preference list of, colleges and everything from the beginning. But stay flexible. I mean, my goal from day one was IPMAT. But just because I got IPMAT didn't mean I blindly went to IIM Indore. Instead, I actually, based on every college I converted, I decided to go to CBS because it had long-term prospects for me. Keep in mind all the factors and don't, blindly focus on just one thing.
My journey was quite different from what Bhavya's journey was. My actually suggestion would be don't keep a college or institution at a pedestal. Like, you might idolize Indore, but Indore is not the end of your life. Even if you don't make it there, it is not the end of your life. I missed my cutoff by 2 marks because I literally fucked up on my exam day. It can happen to you as well. You might be doing very well in mocks, but anything can happen to your D day on your exam day. So be flexible. Don't keep any college as your ultimate objective कि मेरा यहाँ नहीं हुआ तो मेरी जिंदगी ही खत्म है. Have a longer goal in your life. What you want to do, what impact you want to have in the society, and chill out करो यार. It's not that hard. Life चल जाती है. Like once that exam is done, you actually realize there's more to an exam, there's more to an college, there's more to just a degree. So have fun.
Alright then, thank you so much.
All the best.
All the best. Take afterboard marks.
See you on the other side.
Thank you.
Hey, it's afterboards.